Whenever you file a motion in a case, there has to be a hearing. The hearing is in front of the judge. It could be done by Zoom or it could be in person at the courthouse. A hearing could be quick, it could be 5 minutes, it could be 8 hours long. There's interim hearings, there's final hearings, there's discovery hearings, and there's evidentiary hearings. There's hearings where evidence can be presented, and there's hearings where it's just the lawyers talking about the law. There's a variety of different types of hearings. And in family court and divorce court, there's some hearings where the clients have to attend. There's some hearings where the clients do not have to attend. But the point is that if you have an ongoing divorce case, there could be hearings. Those hearings are opportunities for the lawyers or the parties to get in front of the judge, to get decisions from the judge on an issue that the parties cannot agree about. It is not to determine the final issues in the case. Those are determined at trial or at a final hearing. But any hearings that you can have throughout the case can decide certain issues. There's also mediation, which can occur once in a divorce case. It could occur multiple times in a divorce case. It just depends on the circumstances. You might go to mediation and settle on some things, but not settle on everything. And there might be another mediation down the road. It just depends. Usually courts are requiring the parties to mediate at least one time before going to trial in a divorce case. The parties can agree to mediate as many times as they want. If you want to mediate 20 times in a divorce case, you can. If the other party agrees, I don't think it's a good idea. It's going to be a waste of money and time. But mediation is voluntary, except in certain cases in which the judge mandates that the parties mediate, which happens sometimes. If mediation fails, and after all the other hearings and all the other stuff that occurs in a divorce case, the case is still ongoing and the parties still can't reach an agreement, then at the very end of the case, there's going to be a trial. A trial could be 1 day, it could be 3 days, it could be 5 days, however many days that the parties and the lawyers think they need to present the case entirely in front of the judge. The judge is going to hear all the evidence, hear all the testimony, and make a decision, and there's going to be a final judgment. Those are kind of the main events in the case. There's a lot of work that goes on in the background, but anybody who's in a divorce case or considering getting divorced, I think it's important to know the difference between hearings, a mediation, and trial.